Wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the big skin when he stretch a disc. I'm talking a few $100,000 charge, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I know like she can count it up. She try to be nosy and hit her lag, she like, girl, you can get.
We need more, tell her we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the big.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The throw over the middle, take it in. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Trubisky to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the Football back. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 35. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
56 at the mic. Go, go. Strip that ball. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Tackle. Check nickel.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From from the gun on third down. Jackson airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll... And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the fourth round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off near the 29, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. A huge play there on the screen pass. 47 yards.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after one on EA Sports. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Second and goal at the Bears.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there.
On second and goal, Jackson. Complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. This is Cohen. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Trubisky will throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons! Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. You know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Cohen. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. There's Jackson on third and long. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes.
Come on,
the Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Miller. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. This is Miller, complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tariq Cohen in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No problem there on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken near the 13. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check 24, check 24. 66, pull it, half. Push, 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson flush to his right. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
58, come on. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check. Check, hot route. Hot. 22, check, bomber. Yeah, 22, check, bomber. Coming.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Now he steps away, and now he's going to use his legs. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now Ito Smith, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Switch. Check 52.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Again, it's Cohen. And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Good job.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 4 yards on the completion, and it's sets up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Trubisky to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time. First down, a run with Cohen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Throwing on second and 14. Trubisky. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Here's Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On first down, it's Cohen, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Wild Bill. 58's the money.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. It's fielded at the 45. Chicago! Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer.
They really capitalized on that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Short kick, and they brought it all the way back.
Yeah, you start thinking, wow, maybe he can take it to the 35, get us in great shape. Heck, he just took it the whole way.
Yeah, no sense stopping when they're not going to stop you. Take it all the way in.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Sliding out of the pocket. That goes for 15 yards on the fake, a 1st down. And a lot of fist pumps right now on that sideline. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, it's Jackson. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18 yards. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 60 yards. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Montgomery. A spin. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd down and goal. Trubisky over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.